Hi guys, Debbie here. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel and to this video, which is going to be a bit of a playtime with the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette. So this beautiful palette here. I did pick this up on the pre-sale on the 8th of November, together with the Vida palette as well. And you've probably seen these all over the internet, but they kind of mesh together like that and make a skull face. Absolutely beautiful. Picked up these two, picked up 3 of the gel liners, and also picked up the lipstick in the purple shade. So you'll be seeing more of these products as we go. Just a word, if you're from the UK and you're thinking of buying from Melt, it cost me £150 for those products. So what did I get? 6 products and free shipping because of the amount I paid. But when it got to the UK, that £150 order cost me £38 in customs charges. So just to be aware of that if you're going to do that. I kind of knew that would be the case. I just wanted to get them early, but they are coming to Beauty Bay, so I hear. So I don't know if the whole collection, there's a beautiful PR box, I don't know if that's coming, but I'm certain that the palettes are going to be coming. I've seen other posts on Instagram, etc. saying that. So they're coming really soon. I think it's Black Friday. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've seen. So thought I'd get my video up before that to give you some inspiration of what you could do. So showing you the inside of the palette, I'm sure you've seen it already, but they're the gorgeous shades inside. Hopefully holding it that way, it will stop the mirror reflecting and you can see all of the shades. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different here. I've seen a lot of people use the pale green, so the colours at the top there, and then do a red crease and do a bit of a cut crease. Absolutely beautiful. I'd love to do that, but I'm not going to do it today. I want to do something different. So I picked up a gel liner, and the one I bought was Santos, and it's the blue. I've got 3 gel liners, but this one is what I'm going to use in this video. And it's got an iridescence in it. So beautiful. So I'm going to use that, create a really big wing with that, I think. And then as a base for the look, I want to use the turquoisey shade. Lagrimas, I think that is. I am going to butcher these names. I'm so sorry if you're Spanish or speak Spanish, but that shade there is what I'm going to be using all over like my lids to start me off, and probably Duelo, which is the darker one next to it, in the crease. Just as a side note, if I do get these names wrong, I do apologise. I have done Spanish as well, so I have no excuse. About 11 years ago, my father passed away, and me and Mum was really sad. We both were sad, and I just wanted to give us something to take our minds off of how we were feeling and do something nice together. And Mum and Dad, when they were dating, went to Spanish classes because they've always loved travelling around Spain. So I thought it'd be nice to do night classes and do Spanish, but respect to anybody who can speak another language. We lasted about 6 months. We can't really remember any of it now, and it's such a hard language to learn, I think. So I've been watching Amy from Amy Loves Makeup progressing with her Spanish, and I'm in awe, Amy. You're doing amazing. So if you ever watch this, then congratulations on how well you're doing on that, because I know it's not easy. She does tutorials in Spanish. Please check those out because they're incredible. But I digress. I'm going to go on with the eye look. So going to start with putting Lagrimas, so the pale sort of seafoam green matte, all over my lid to start off the look. And I'm just going to use a sort of fluffy packing brush. It's the exact blend brush from Sigma. That really doesn't matter which brush, just to get that shade packed over the lid really. And I'm packing this over an unset base, but it's been sat there a little while I put the base on and all my makeup on, and then I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to film with this? So I've been sat there a little while, so it's kind of set, but I haven't set it with powder or anything, and it's the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. But I love Melt shadows. They're quite soft. I'm going to just touch to the pan, and they are pretty pigmented. So to build up a matte that easily on your lid is pretty impressive, I think. I knew I was going to love this palette though. I don't think I've ever seen a more inspiring colour story. I know everybody's been saying it, but the love and care that's gone into this collection, both parts of it, is just something else. It's what captures, like, die-hard makeup lovers like me. It captures our attention because, you know, everything's been done before colour-wise. You can't reinvent the colour wheel as such, but it's how you create those colours and put them together, the packaging, and I think they've literally got this on point with this release, and it's why everybody's so excited about it. I mean, if you've been around here before, you know I love a red eyeshadow, so the temptation to use the red eyeshadows was strong, but I've done so many red looks lately, but that's really why I wanted it, because of the reds. But I thought we'd play in the blues and greens today. Right, I'm taking that up fairly high because I then want to build a bit of definition in the crease with Duelo, which is the next one into that green shade there. This is the hardest palette to hold up for YouTube without getting the mirror in the way, so I do apologise. That's the one thing I'm not too skilled at. I do watch other people and think, how do they do that? If you've got any tips out there of like hiding your mirror if you're a YouTuber while still showing everything in focus, I need to know. But I'm just going to go over where I've packed that Lagrima shade with Duelo and really build up the intensity there to give me something for that wing to kind of blend into, or lay over should I say, not blend into. Perhaps put a bit more of Duelo on than I was intending. These are super pigmented, you don't need very much at all. But I love them for that because they're super pigmented but no fallout really. Or very little if you use them in the way that I do, like light-handed. I always just touch to the pan, just pick up the very lightest thing, don't ever swirl if you don't want to get fallout. Okay, I'm going to take a bit more of that Lagrima shade and just blend over the top of that now. Because we have a bit too much, or a bit more pigment than I was hoping for. And it's not often you say that. I normally have to build pigment up in shadows, I find, and not the case with Melt, so as I say, I'm not too worried about how the shadows sit, because at this corner anyway, because the wing is going to cover. So I haven't got to worry too much about the blend there. But I am trying to get a nice blend on the top there. And I'm using all my eye space, going up quite high towards my brow. Okay, we're going to be using some more of the shadows as we progress through the look, but now on to the wing. So this is the bit I'm the most nervous for. In my mind I know how I want it to look, but trying to do it might be another thing. So I've got my Illamasqua angled kind of liner brush. I think that'll work well for it. Never used a Melt gel liner and I'm not that practiced in gel liner either. So, but what I'm going to do is use the angle of that brush to bring the wing out and hope that that works for me. Something like that. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see while I do it. Can go back in and finesse it later, I think. But basically this is going to be a really, really big wing, so. This is going to be the hardest bit, trying to show you what I'm doing. Okay, I kind of got the shape down. Now it's going to be a case of filling that wing in. So I'm using the flat side of the brush and quite a lot of product now just to paint that wing in. Coming along, it's not the easiest thing to do, I don't think. Okay, so that's that one done. I've just got to replicate it on the other eye, which, yeah, wish me luck with that. I think I'll take that. I don't think that's too bad. It's not exactly the same angle on both sides, but I think for a first attempt, I'm going to take that. So for my lower lash line then, I'm going to go in with a blue pencil first. So Cool Mood by Linda Hallberg, just in my waterline. And I'm going to meet that up with that liner just in the corner. And then I want to dip that down just slightly towards my nose. Okay, now back in with the palette, and we're going to go in with Amor Eterno, so that blue there. And I want to keep that super close to my lashes. So I'm going to use a flat definer brush because I'm just going to really be setting that blue with that. And then I want to blend that out with the Lagrimas shade, so the Seafoam Green Matte that we started with. Just using my little Urban Decay lip brush to do that so I can get super close because it's got a point. And now just to blend those together a little bit, just a really flexible small brush. This one's by So Sue by Suzanne Jackson. Just to blend that blue and green together a little. Made a little mistake here in the corner and it's not quite how I wanted it to look. It's not quite as sharp as I wanted, but it's not too bad. Graphic looks a little bit challenging for me, so it's good to challenge yourself out of your comfort zone now and again. Right, I've deliberately turned that down in the corner to give me some room for a shimmer, so I'm going to use Angelito. Pick that up on a pencil brush and I'm just going to spray it. And that's going just in that little portion where I've turned that down, just to, and into my inner corner as such, but just to give us a bit of interest there. And that's a beautiful shimmer shade. That would look lovely all over the lid actually. I do want to do that today. It's nice to do something a little bit different. And then I want to take the shade Kalaka as a brow bone highlight. Just literally running that just under the arch of my brow there, just as a little sparkle of interest there, just at the arch. Which would look a ton better if I'd had my eyebrows done. I've got lots of stray ones there now that need to go. Okay, so that's the look right now. So I'm just going to hop off camera for mascara and a lip, and I'll be right back with you to show you the finished look and also to give you my initial thoughts on the palette and the liner. Okay guys, so here's the finished look for this one. I really like this. I'm really surprised at how easy the gel liners are to use. I'm not a master at wings by any means, and to do a big, large and in charge wing like this takes quite a steady hand, which I don't really have, and lots of patience. So I think it can be done. If I can do it, anyone can. So if you decide to do it, I think a wider brush, this one's, it's messy now, but it's a little bit thicker at the top than your normal brow brush. So if I take another dirty brow brush that I've got, you can perhaps see the difference. So this one's a lot wider at the top, and it does help to like get your initial shape down, to like give you the guideline, and also it's quite big then to be able to fill the wing in as well, so you don't have to go in with another brush to do that. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that. So I hope it inspired you to do something a little bit different with the palette, particularly if you've got a liner. A black gel liner would work just as well for this, or you could probably even do it with liquid liner as well, but I think gel liners are easier for something like this actually. The palette then, well, I think you already know what I think. I'm going to hold it up that way, I think, but then you're still going to see my ring light. We'll do it like that, okay. So now you can't see my face. I'm winning at live. How about like that, okay. So, yeah, the shades I've used, and I've used the three at the top there. I've used the deep blue, so I've used the deep blue Amor Eterno, and I've used Galacca just as my brow bone highlights. I've not touched the reds or the greys, so eager to do that because that's why I wanted it really. But yeah, I just thought I'd do something different that probably everybody wouldn't expect me to do as my first look with the palette. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing it. So I say I will be using it a lot more. I've bought the mustardy coloured liner and the green one as well. I didn't buy the black as I've got a really good gel liner from Illamasqua, which I use quite a bit. So decided I didn't need to splurge on that. But as I say, I've got the purple lipstick, so I'm just waiting for the right look to bust that one out. But the lipstick that I used for this is an Anastasia liquid lip in the shade Toast, because I thought I've got enough going on the eye look, so I thought I'd do something sort of neutrally browny or whatever to go with the eyes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did and you're new to my channel, then I'd love it if you consider subscribing before you go. Let me know, guys, if you're planning to pick up these palettes. They release on Melt's site on Black Friday the 29th, and also on Beauty Bay I believe on the same day. So I'd love to know if you're picking them up and what appeals to you from the range. But other than that, guys, that concludes the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!